Right. Coming up next from Teko, this is a cordless electric handheld scrubber. You're also getting the gift box with this as well. So if you do want to give this as a gift to somebody, it would be fantastic. I would be so excited to be able to get this as a gift. This has 26 5-star reviews on it on QVC.com. It should be $43, and it's on clearance right now for $24.99. This is going to be able to make cleaning all of those troublesome spots around our house so much more simple and easy. I've got to pick this up to be able to use on my grill, and I love it for the tires as well. This is $24.99 and an easy payment of $8.33. That's $18 of savings here for you today. It is a cordless and rechargeable cleaner that you are going to be able to get at home. Let me show you everything that it is that you're getting. This is going to be the unit itself. And up top here, this here is going to be the palm scrubber. We also have the bristle brush, which would be great to be able to use for all of your different bottles. You've got the tapered brush, you have the long silicone brush, that's what this one is, and then you have the sponge brush as well. So you're really able to clean anything and everything with this. It's V83329, and in the studio with us is Kevin Riley, who's gonna help walk us through all the different things that we can clean. What's up, Kev?
Hey, Justin.
Nice to have you back in the studio.
Good to see you.
Okay. I love the idea of this because it does make it so much easier to clean. You don't have to get in there and scrub everything down. This takes the work right out of it.
Correct. It keeps the mess away from our hands. It takes some of the elbow grease off so we don't have to hurt ourselves, and it gets us back to doing what we love, watching movies and getting away from the sink, right?
There we go.
What's really cool about it is you get so many different brushes. This one's the sponge one. We'll dive right into it, guys. And the sponge one is great because it can absorb up some water and some soap, whatever you got going on. Yeah. And so this is an underrated way that a lot of people don't think about. The dog food bowls, like how often if you leave it going for a couple days, the dog it gets messy on the bottom, it gets cakey. It's gunky. And so with the scrubber, it kind of allows you to keep your hands away from that. And I'm going to turn it off right here. And you wipe her out and you're ready to go.
Look at how easy that was. And it was able to get all of the stuff that was on the bottom of it. You know, with our dog Rex, he has a fish oil that we give him every morning, and all those oils and stuff, it gets onto the bottom and it builds up over time. So being able to take this right to it, to be able to scrub it right up is great. But I love it for here too, for a lot of vases.
So this is a silicone brush, which I think is worth the price alone, because how often, I know what I've been doing over the years before we got this was you get the spatula and you put the paper towel on it and you kind of dig it into this tough spots.
Yes, of course.
But we're all using water bottles and reusable bottles now. We're all trying to use less plastics, but silicone, it won't mess with your metal, it won't scratch your crystal. It gets into all those tough areas, like ketchup bottles, like your vases, like your decorative vases, like your wine glasses.
The other thing too, for anybody that maybe has some dexterity issues, this takes all the motion right out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
All you've got to do is simply hold it, and you're pressing a button, right?
Yes. So we have 3 settings, and it can go like small torque, medium torque, and large. And like right now we're on the medium. I think this one goes down to the small. Now we're off, and it starts off on the large. And again, like this is the silicone brush. We got the sponge brush. We also get 2 bristle brushes. You get one that's meant for corners. It's really good, a taper brush, and you get one that's this one's good for the tile, for the oven door, and it's just flat, and it's great for the grill. And B-roll was showing us it's great for like what's it called? The grill, the tires, like anything really outside.
Right. Any of your outdoor items that otherwise maybe you just forget about, or gosh, I don't know. Would you get to the point where you couldn't figure out how to be able to clean the grill that you just go and buy another one? It's possible. This is going to be so easy. Think of it kind of like a drill. It's like a cleaning drill, right? Because a drill, you have different bits. Well, your bits here are different brushes, and those different brushes are all going to have different jobs. Maybe you want to use this on that 3rd torque, the most powerful one, to be able to go ahead and get in and scrub off all of that mess that is left after your cooking in your pots and pans. This certainly will be able to help to do that, and you're not getting in there really deep with your arms to do it. Instead, you're able to use this tool as well. I think it's really helpful for a lot of people.
It's helpful, and we all have these sponges, and they're still we'll always still use them, but maybe we don't want to be scrubbing and rubbing our hand deep into it and hurting our nails and taking up that extra time. When With the rotation and the 3 different rotation settings, it allows you to take off the gunk, take off the grout, and get the mess off without having to use that extra elbow grease that we normally would with the normal sponge.
That's exactly right. Let me remind you of what's coming included with this as Kevin gets ready with some more demos for us. So this here is going to be the machine itself. This is what I was referring to as like the drill. This is your handheld scrubber, but your brushes are interchangeable. So you've got the bristle one here that you're going to be able to use. This is great for bathrooms. You know where you have all of the caulking that's in your shower and sometimes it gets a little bit gunky and moldy? This you could take right to that and be able to scrub it in. Now this one is dead, but it is rechargeable, so you don't have to worry about batteries. You get the charger included with it too. This is another bristle brush that's going to be a little bit different. Maybe this is going to be for the rims of the tires. Maybe you have a deck outside that has that almost like that plastic wood that they make. You can use this to maybe get some of that algae that eventually gets there, or the pollen. It would be great for that as well. In the kitchen, to use this for your dishes, the sponge brush, and then also that silicone one that you can take into your vases, into your glassware, into your water bottles would be fantastic.
That's the one I use the most.
This is?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It did change, like I said, we used, with the silicone brush, I was using the spatula method, putting a towel on it to try to get into the vases and the reusable bottles, into the coffee pot. No, now you don't have to, and it's cool because it's silicone, so you can just put in a little soap, and it works perfectly.
And you get the rotation, because what you were doing with the little the paper towel onto the spatula, you can't really rotate that around. That's more going in and out, and that's it.
You're using your hand, you're scraping at the bottom, making that like kind of nasty sound, hoping that the pieces come out, and it never does, but the scrubber really gets into the messes that you normally otherwise couldn't.
Let me show you the colors that we have available for this. We've been demoing with the gray. This one is the cobalt. We also have it available in grapefruit. That's your most limited one. This is the sky. And then finally, oh yeah, that's it, because you saw the graphite here. And that's the one that we've been using in here. Kevin, thank you so much. I know you're gonna be back a little bit more with another Teko item, right?
Yes, with the floor vac.
And here it is. It's gonna be $39.98. It's an easy payment of just $8.